Alliances, formal agreements between two or more nations to cooperate for specific purposes, have played a critical role in shaping international relations throughout history. These partnerships, often established for mutual defense or to advance common interests, have repeatedly risen and fallen, influenced by the dynamic nature of political, economic, and social factors. The examination of why alliances collapse over time reveals both the complexities of diplomatic relationships and the inevitable shifts in national priorities. The origins of alliances can typically be traced back to shared threats or goals. For instance, the Franco-Scottish alliance of the late Middle Ages was primarily aimed against England, a common adversary. This early example highlights a fundamental motive behind alliances: security enhancement against a perceived threat. However, as threats evolve or dissipate, so too does the glue holding these alliances together. The end of the Auld Alliance came when Scotland grew closer to England, particularly through the Union of Crowns in 1603. Key decisions within alliances can also precipitate their decline. The Treaty of Versailles in 1919, which formalized the end of World War I, sowed seeds of discontent by imposing harsh penalties on Germany. This treaty not only strained relations among victor nations due to differing views on its fairness and effectiveness, but also set the stage for World War II. Here, it's clear that decisions which seem beneficial in the short term can undermine long-term alliance stability when they create imbalances or perceived injustices among member countries. Political shifts within countries are potent catalysts for the breakdown of alliances. The ideological rift between the Soviet Union and China serves as a pertinent example. Initially united against Western powers in the early days of the Cold War, diverging national interests and conflicting interpretations of Marxist doctrine eventually led to their split in the 1960s. This splintering underlines how domestic politics and changing leadership can dramatically alter international alignments. Economic factors similarly play a significant role in both forming and dissolving alliances. The dissolution of colonial empires post-World War II changed global economic relations and dependencies. As former colonies gained independence, old alliances predicated on colonial dominance crumbled under new economic realities and the rise of nationalism. Social changes within nations can influence alliance dynamics as well. The public's perception and acceptance of an alliance can significantly impact its longevity. For example, America's involvement in Vietnam faced widespread domestic opposition in the 1960s and 1970s, which pressured leaders to withdraw from Indochina. This withdrawal shifted U.S. foreign policy and affected subsequent international alignments. Technological advancements also contribute to shifting alliance landscapes. The development of nuclear weapons during the mid-20th century altered military strategies and deterrence doctrines, leading NATO members to rethink their strategies regarding mutual defense against the Soviet bloc. The consequences of alliance collapses are often substantial and multifaceted, affecting diplomatic relations, military strategies, and international policies. The end of the Warsaw Pact following political changes in Eastern Europe around 1991 marked a significant reorientation in global strategic balance that led not only to NATO's expansion but also influenced European integration processes. Long-term impacts of these collapses sometimes include prolonged instability or realignment in global power structures. The termination of the SEATO, Southeast Asia Treaty Organization, is one such instance where dissolution did little to stabilize Southeast Asia politically or secure it militarily. Instead, it marked a retraction of American influence from certain parts of Asia. Historical evidence suggests that while some alliances end abruptly due to immediate causes like war or revolution, others decay gradually due to long-term changes in national interests or international conditions, pointing towards an inherent impermanence in alliances shaped by ever-changing global circumstances. In conclusion, historical analysis shows that alliances often collapse due to a complex interplay of various factors, ranging from shifting political ideologies and economic considerations to social dynamics and technological advancements within member states. Understanding these patterns provides insights into not just past diplomatic strategies but also future international relationships where flexibility and adaptation will likely remain key components in forging sustainable alliances.